Now, you mentioned Floyd Mayweather, one of your favorite fighters, and from the mind of a fighter, do you think Floyd will return for a 50th bout?
Man, I'd probably be a rich man if I could predict what Floyd Mayweather was going to do next. I have no idea. He's earned the right to do whatever he wants to do. Personally, I would like to see, the competitive side wants to see him break the record, but being a lifelong fan of the sport, not lifelong, but being a fan since I've been about 10 years old, you know, I would like to see him go out like this, because we don't get to see this. We typically see the sport retire fighters, not the other way around. So I would love to see him go off like this, and people never get to see him in a situation that a lot of haters want to see him in, bleeding on the canvas, hurt, too old, some young guy having to show him that he doesn't have. If he could avoid that situation, and not to say that it would be that if he came back, but you know how we all get old, man, and it's, you know,
go on in your
by
terms.
the time is undefeated. So I would love to see him go away like this, but he's reserved the right to do whatever he wants to do. And he's smart. You know, he knows how much he has left in the tank.
What about you, Andre? You're in the middle of it right now, but do you ever step back and say, okay, here's my master plan, here's when I want to step away, and can I do that same thing, retire undefeated?
I think that's every fighter's dream, is to walk away on their own terms. I think that's every athlete's dream, is to walk away on their own terms. And I think it's a situation where you just know. That's what I hear from athletes who have done it, not just in boxing. They say, you know. And I think the key is just listening to that voice. When that moment comes, now you got a decision to make. So
you're not at that moment though.
Nah, not yet. I got a little bit more work to do. Got a couple years to make up.
You know, the Super 6 and 168, you look at that like as the first phase of your career, and now this fight, the second one with Rock Nation, first at 175, like it's the next chapter, kind of.
I would say the Super 6 is probably the middle phase.
The middle phase.
Yeah. It's a lot to get to that point. So I had to work my way up through the ranks like everybody else. You know, in one slip up, there would be no Super 6. You know, there'd been no title shot. If I'd have slipped up in the Edison Miranda fight, would have been no Kessler, would have been no Super 6. So that was the middle part, and this is the back stretch.
Last couple questions.
How does it feel to be the last one standing, or just still predominantly on top after the Super 6, and you can see some of your other buddies, you know, that was in the Super 6 with you, how they're doing?
Man, it's a good thing, but you know, I try not to put too much stock in that, because I know how hard the sport is on every kind of level. You know, whether you're a top guy, or whether you're a contender, or just an opponent. So, you know, I try not to put too much stock in that in terms of, you know, taking pride in that. I'm just thankful, man, for the longevity. I'm just thankful to still be around and still be, you know, at the top of my game. It's a blessing. Yep.
All right, guys, let's get you in the ring.
I'm going to just do maybe a couple minutes or so.